Hello, beautiful and amazing, fantastic world, and you, individual out there. Today, I would like to speak about gratitude and thankfulness is love. When you appreciate, thank, and are grateful for something in your life, can include anything truly. But especially in the sense of, let's say, human beings or your close ones, maybe something a little outside of your close ones, maybe trying to go beyond the ties we already have established and such. To be grateful for our existence, taken as an example. Be grateful for all the experiences we have gone through to make you, to make me, me. Or to be grateful for this beautiful moment that allows you to feel a certain love for the moment. Gratitude is directly linked with love. Appreciation and reverence, this devotional feeling, is love. It is truly hard to explain in words because we are only dreaming. It is dreamlike. We can't comprehend our feelings just as clearly as we can our thoughts. But they are truly something to recognize. By being awake, by being aware, we can come to this gratitude by wanting to appreciate something here with your will. Of course, there is a whole lot of things that might come in the way, but that is, in reality, I do not like to say this, but it is weak will to be taken over by a distractive thought or something that comes in the way of you thinking clearly. To strengthen your will, to sit here and be able to think something you want to focus on with your will, with your choice, with your freedom, requires to strengthen this over and over and over again. If we do as normal and let ourselves be distracted and let the thought stream just fly through us, we become weaker and weaker willed when it comes to our thinking. The more you grab a hold actively of your thinking, the more you can actually become active in gratitude. Then you can start to feel with your thinking too. You become active with your whole body and can be grateful. That is why gratitude is the base foundation of everything we do. Every wisdom and knowledge we gain, every experience and opportunities of growth, we say thank you for. And we truly appreciate it with our heart too. Gratitude cannot come from head alone, from only words. If they are empty words, they don't feel right. But if you truly mean it, if you truly intend to have gratitude, you can feel it with your whole system, with your whole being. That is the love I'm speaking about. And the more you get to strengthen your thought, your here and now ability to strengthen your inner faculties, the more you get to be actively chosen grateful. And it helps life. It makes things very much easier because you can see things more objectively, but still lovingly. You do not lose interest in the world. You want to understand others, yourself, the plant world, the animals, the stars, our planets, and also the invisible hidden behind it that guide the guiding principles, but also the developing principles. What is under our responsibility, more or less, where we actively, consciously grab a hold of our own development so that we can grow as human beings. It takes much longer to just pass life by and take passively in experiences without thinking or contemplating about them. But by truly be active, participating, meeting the outer world in the middle with your inner active consciousness and soul spirit, you become much more alive. And nothing is boring, you can believe that. Because there is never any end to the development, changes, and the ever-changing spirit that is behind. You can feel it right now. Your emotions never truly stand still. You can ignore them and have them in the background, but they are here right now, flowing through us and flowing with us. The more we get to master in this, the more we can be grateful. And gratitude, as I said, truly brings a strengthening to the path we take. It allows for resolve. It allows for truly being in the moment and studying it, being scholarly in a sense, being a scholar of old. Like the scholars of old, they had to actively be in things when they found out about it, like mathematics. Think about the painful struggles the first mathematician had to go through to think about all of this. He had to actively contemplate it. But after it is contemplated, we can read it and find out what he had contemplated by learning the concepts behind them. But without his contemplation, it would be insanely much harder. That is a thought to really think through. That is why I also truly appreciate the past cultures and what they had to offer at the time, and what they left behind as guiding posts, guiding stones, but not as valuable living today. It only is guiding posts to where we are going, because our inner consciousness, our understanding, our interests, our emotions, and our morals, our love is ever changing. Even though our outer physical form doesn't change, our inner does. So the values we had 500 years ago, let's say 1,000 years ago, is nowhere near what we have today, because we have become much more defined. We can truly calculate and be more detailed in how we think and how we feel, and also the values we have as human beings. First and foremost, think about this. No animal in this world ever can stop and be grateful as human beings can be in the moment. Let's say we give an animal food. If they eat it and they become happy for a little moment, but they wag their tails and probably want more. There is kind of no end to their everlasting hunger, their everlasting longings. But with human beings, to stop and appreciate brings to a close this longing for a little moment to a more sublime action of doing. It allows you to acknowledge and to recognize that there truly is deeper realities to this world than only our sense-perceptible outer reality and our rationality and our mind. It is deeper, much more sublime than that. It is beyond the silence. When you meditate and become completely still, and from that stillness, beyond that stillness, you have the spiritual world, that is spiritual facts of physical reflections. Physical reflections is the spiritual facts. You can become aware of it by truly being active in wanting to know this. Where is all fitting here? How curious can you be? How much do you long for God is the question. How much do you long for knowledge of everything and of the divine world and God's children and God and all that can be spoken of in the esoteric sense and corresponding to reality? Every spiritual being can correspond to certain concepts and reality of our physical living. If you can't relate it and if you can't bind it to a certain developing stage of living. It is hard to explain it. It will only be abstract and a theory, and you can't find it. It will only be, maybe it's like this, but that is no way to live, because you constantly live in, I don't know, I will never know, yes, I will never know. The constant ignorance. But to truly wish to know, and also to be aware that you can never ever fully know, and it is never an end to this. This is to be able to recognize and to love and to settle in change, in ever changing, not in a particular goal, not in a particular set, crystallized form of goal, of aspiration, but truly the aspiration is to aspire constantly, always developing. Yes, it sounds kind of endless, and that is what it is. With no end and no beginning, truly, that is what God is, and can't be explained that way, other than that He is everything. What can be explained, though, is the reality He is allowing, in a sense. That He is, that He manifests and is not, and yeah. You can wrap your head around that, so let's go away from that highest of the high aspects of things. But the lower aspects, the more detailed, we can go, the further down we go, the more detailed and the more physical things become. I just want to give you feelings of what I mean. Pictures, I picture this, I am active here and participate in what I speak about. And if you are listening to me actively with it, you visualize with me. And that is the secret of learning from others, by being actively curious and want to know. And thank you. I think this was everything. This was amazing. I love you all, and thank you all for listening to me. Thank you for being supported by just listening. And may you find your path and your scholarship in this world to try to study what's happening, and to be active and participating, and at the same time awaiting and patient. It is a balanced state. Love you all. Thank you. Goodbye.